More than 3,000 people here in Illinois are currently on the waiting list to receive the life-saving donation of a kidney. And tomorrow, the National Kidney Foundation of Illinois is hosting its annual Walk for Kidneys at Soldier Field to raise awareness for chronic kidney disease. And joining us this morning is Dr. Danae Simpson, a transplant surgeon at Northwestern Memorial Hospital, to talk about chronic kidney disease and about the importance of kidney donation. Good morning. It's good to have you with us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
It's good to have you here. And, you know, kidney disease, I think, is something that's not talked about very often. And the facts are really pretty amazing as how many people are affected by this.
Yes, it's pretty significant and nationwide and in our own community here in Illinois. And as you said, it's not talked about a whole lot, and it's kind of a silent disease. You can't really tell outwardly by looking at someone that they have kidney disease.
That's the amazing thing. Now, you are the only female African-American transplant surgeon in Chicago, and the first as well. And that's a wonderful thing, and I think it's especially important because the African-American community has a higher rate of kidney disease, right?
That's true. African-Americans were about 4 times more likely to have kidney disease than non-African-Americans or than white people.
And many times, does it go undiagnosed?
It can. You know, at some point, kidney disease will catch up with the individual because the kidneys are responsible for very important roles in the body. And, you know, kidney disease is a continuum, so it's not like you're diagnosed with kidney disease and you have to go on dialysis. You're diagnosed with kidney disease and it progresses. And that progression is something that can go undiagnosed. And then patients are oftentimes finding out that they have to go on dialysis without knowing that they have kidney disease before then.
Yeah. Is there anything, do you want those in the African-American community to know when it comes to kidney disease?
There's so many things, but I think the most important thing that a lot of people don't know is that the number 1 and number 2 causes of kidney disease are high blood pressure and diabetes. And control of those 2 diseases can really change the progression of kidney disease. And so it's very, very important to be screened. I think that, you know, we can't tell oftentimes, particularly in the early stages of kidney disease, that we have kidney disease. And for some people, for many people, it may be out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. But I really implore everybody in the community, and this is not just for the African-American community, but for everybody, to get tested. You know, see your primary care doctor and, you know, be aware that if this is happening, because there's a lot of things we can do to slow the progression.
What a rewarding job you have. I mean, you do kidney transplants, pancreas transplants, liver transplants as well. But when it comes to kidney transplants, you have about 3,300 people in Illinois waiting for a kidney. And if they all wait for someone who is deceased to give a kidney, the wait is a long, long time, years, 6 or 7 or 8 years. But there can be living donors as well. Everybody's got 2, and you only need 1, right?
That's correct.
So let's talk about that.
Okay. I mean, living donation is an excellent way for people to receive a kidney transplant because, as you said, it helps patients to skip that wait. You know, if you have someone who's a match, and so there is some blood matching that needs to happen, you can get transplanted in a scheduled elective manner. And so that's really an excellent opportunity for patients. And as you said, we all have 2, most of us have 2 kidneys, and most of us only need 1. I think one of the, you know, biggest fears is that if you go through living donation, you'll be left less of a person, that your lifestyle will be affected, that you'll be able to feel this, and that's not true. And actually the process to evaluate and to approve someone to be a living donor is very, very strict. And we as physicians would never allow somebody to donate if we knew that that donation would affect their lifestyle or harm them in some way.
Well, it's a wonderful way to give somebody I don't want to use a cliche, but a new lease on life.
Absolutely.
It really is. Tomorrow's the Kidney Foundation Walk, and I know you'll be out there, right?
I will. I'm going to be volunteering with my whole family.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, great organization. And I think everybody should be aware about kidney donation, about all they can do. This is at Soldier Field tomorrow. It's at 10 a.m. Registration's at 8:30 in the morning. And it's the Walk for Kidneys from the National Kidney Foundation of Illinois. Dr. Danae Simpson, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, likewise.
Thank you. And if you go on our website, you can find out about kidney donation, about getting screened, and about everything else you need to know a little bit later on this morning. We'll have all that information up for you.